All right, there's some pretty exciting stuff going on with version 3 of CPAcioli. So I went over version 2 a little while ago, and I've just made a bunch of iterations, and I wanted to just show everybody the improvements. So you go in here, or we'll do here just to show you. And I'm already signed in, so it'll take me straight to this page. But if you don't have an account, now it will take you to this page. And basically, what this is the entire user interface after this page is based on the CPA exam section that you're studying for. So instead of having all six on your dashboard, you have one at a time. So let's say we're studying FAR. We'll just click switch to this section, and now it shows you FAR 126 questions. Obviously, I'm adding more as time goes on, and it shows your name here. And these stats are based on only the FAR section. So if we switch, there's new stats, which is awesome because obviously, um, users of this tool are not going to be studying for multiple sections of the CPA at the same time. That wouldn't make any sense. They're going to take one at a time. So this is a way to kind of organize it better. So you can just click the section that you're studying for, and then you can switch there or switch there or switch here. Um, so yeah, that's a big change, and this stays the same. It was green until 24 hours, then it turns red to prompt people to subscribe. And okay, so for practice, like I said, now it's only going to show the section that is currently selected up here. So far, I still haven't added many task-based simulations yet, but I will. This is 126 questions available, so begin practice. And once again, it'll show you a good explanation of why you got it wrong, right or wrong. Um, and still show you this. This is expanded to the entire width of the screen now. Um, and so yeah, so that's the practice. And for the mock exams, once again, it's just FAR because this is selected here, and it has just a full run of the exam. And once again, you can flag for review or not, and then you can go to review, and it'll show which ones are flagged, which ones are answered, and which ones are not answered. And so these stats, I made these stats to where it is only affected by the practice mode. So the mock exams don't impact these stats. So I wanted to consolidate it just to the practice. And then the flashcards also don't have an effect on these stats right here. Whether you review it again or click next, it doesn't have any effect on these stats like it used to. So this is only confined to practice. Also, what I want to do soon is I want to make the practice to where you can practice the same questions, different questions, or all questions. So right now it's just all questions and it randomizes them. But I want to make this where you can do the same or different questions or all of them so that you can either practice with the ones you've already reviewed or practice with the ones you've never reviewed. Also, if you notice here, it has the blueprint area. So I'm also adding an easy, medium, or hard category as well. So that later within here, you're going to be able to sort it based off the blueprint area, along with based on the difficulty level. So you could just do, for example, let's say this one's easy. You could sort it by conceptual framework and financial statements and just easy. So it only pull those questions. Or obviously you could just sort it by this and have the easy, medium, and hard. Regardless, though, I'm going to have these where you can basically create your own practice test from here. So you have all those options so that you can focus on a specific blueprint area, or if you just want some easy questions, like if you're on mobile or whatever, that's another way to do that. And then mock exams, I'll probably add here where there's an option to, like right now, see you can't actually see the answers until you submit the test. I'll probably add an option um, here to where you can have still like a full mock exam, but you'll be able to see the answer choices, so that you can still simulate real world scenario, but also see what you missed. So it's, kind of like still an exam scenario, but you're learning. And then the flashcards are still pretty self-explanatory. It just flips, and I'll also have the flashcards to where you can order it based off of the blueprint area as well as based on um, the difficulty level. And so those are kind of the updates. I think this looks really nice now. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you have anything cool that you think I'd want to add. I also might add here, under here somewhere, like a user feedback section where if there's something wrong in a question, then users can basically type in their feedback here, and I can go through and edit any questions as necessary. But 95% of the questions are working correctly. There's a few that have minor typos or like formatting issues, but overall, they're pretty accurate, and I'm just going to keep adding them from here. So those are kind of the updates. I will see y'all next time.